Hi, this is your Blackboard introduction tutorial. I'm just going to go through a few of the things you will need to know about Blackboard to get started with the course. Um, right here I have the login page for Blackboard, and I'm showing you this because I want you to take a look at the top here. Under Student Resources, this is the creators of Blackboard. They put together this tutorial for you. So if you have questions or you're having trouble using the discussion boards, doing emails, taking quizzes, all of that kind of stuff, you can always click here at the top of your Blackboard login page to get some advice. They also have FAQs you'll see here, and there's additional training and support over here. So you can always use this. This is probably your fastest way to find out how to use the tools in Blackboard. It's faster than going to our student help board where you have to wait for people to respond, and it's much faster than emailing me. As I noted in the syllabus, emails take a really long time for me to get back to you. Well, really long time in your terms, 2 days. Because I have 27 students and I'm trying to answer a lot of emails. So this is definitely a resource for you to get help if you're having technical issues with Blackboard. So back to the login page. So after you log into Blackboard, if you can log into Blackboard. Okay, here we go. Now you'll notice I have a ton of classes here, but we're going to go ahead and just enter one of them. So this is your course homepage, which you've seen before, and you've seen my lovely little Voki here to introduce you to me. What I want you to notice first is that you can always click course content to get back to this home page no matter where you are in the class. The other things you'll need to know are in the announcements buttons. You can click here, and these are all of the announcements that I have created. So you'll notice there's a new one about the quiz, that it's open for a lot of people, and you can take it many times. You can get to anything from these buttons, but it will organize by category. So assessments is where you can find your quizzes. If I have you turn in anything as a PDF or an RTF format like essays or resumes, things like that, you can click here and that will automatically take you there. The chat button is where you can go to the common room just to talk to anybody online. Let's say you are chatting with people and you want to chat with more than one person. You can all decide to enter the common room and you can have a live conversation there. This is a great place for going if you need to organize group projects, or you just want to talk to somebody else who's online, or several people who are online to try to figure out what you're supposed to do. The discussion board I'll come back to. You can always go to this area for the discussion board, but I'm actually going to recommend that you access the discussion boards through the course content page, through the home page, because that's where the instructions for how to post on the discussion boards are going to be. So you'll have that all in one place. The most important things you'll need to see here are, you'll definitely click here to email me. This is the only way that you can send me some email. And you'll click here and you'll have a create message button at the top, and that will allow you to email people. If you notice this browse recipients button here at the top, this is the best way to figure out people's email addresses for class. So you'll see here that you have everybody's names, and if you go down to the bottom and click all, it'll show you everyone's names in class. So if you need to email another student that perhaps you're doing a peer review with, someone you're doing group work with, you can go here, you click the to button, and it will enter their email information into the email. I am on here as well, so you can just go here to email me, and then when you click save, it's going to put that person's name here. So that's who you're sending the email message to. This button over here, as you see now, just popped up remove. So if you enter the wrong person, you can click that button and it'll remove them. In the subject line, you need to be very specific about what you're writing about. And the reason I need you to be very specific is if I need to go back and refer to your email later, and I've got 200 emails in my inbox, I need to be able to tell which email it was that you're referring to or which email I need to look at. If you type something like hi or help, how do I know what that email's about? So I am going to ask you to be real specific about that. And then you can just type in whatever you need to talk to people about, click send, and you are all set on email. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Yes, I want to navigate away. And the other thing that you'll need to look at is this button here, the roster. This is where you get to see everybody who's in the class. So the first person that pops up is me under the instructors tab, but you can also see other students in the class. And you can check out, as you're talking to people in discussions, you can see who those people are and what they're about. You're also going to have to post your own bio and your own picture to join the class. It's part of your first assignment. And the reason I have you do this, as I explain in your lesson, is that it helps us get connected to the people we're talking to. So I'm going to go back. To edit your own profile, you'll go under students. I'm going to go ahead and move over to instructors right now because that's how I edit my bio. So if you need to change it or you need to set it up, you'll see your bio pop up and then you'll see this little button to the left that says edit profile. You click edit profile and that will allow you to work with your picture over here. You can browse and upload it from a file. You can take your photo off and then change it. And then in this bio section is where you're going to write your little blurb so that people can get to know you. Okay, I'm going to exit. So these are definitely the email and the roster are two places you'll need to go this week. The other thing I want to show you is the Who's Online button. Who's Online is going to tell you who is logged in right now. As of right now, I'm the only person. So you can send a chat invitation. Oops. You have to check the name. I can't do it to myself, obviously. And then you send them a chat invitation, and that's how you have a live conversation. This is what you'll need to do if you want to talk to me in office hours this week. You'll log into office hours at the appointed time, which is on your syllabus. You can see what time you need to talk to me. And then you'll click my name here, but that won't pop up because you're not sending it to yourself. And then you'll send the chat invitation, and that will be our way of having a live conversation. So I'm going to go back to course content, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. So on your home page, this is how I would like you to access the instructions, the assignments, and all the discussion boards for the week. For right now, your first week, no matter what class you're in, should say week 1 on it, or unit 1, week 1. So you'll click there, and let me go ahead to, you'll click there, and it will tell you what I would like you to learn this week and what I would like you to focus on. That's the learning outcomes. And then it's going to, if there's any special instructions, they'll be listed on this bar here. So this week, you need to, and every week, you need to click on the lesson links first. And that's going to walk you through what I want you to do for the entire week before you actually get started. And this brings me back to the point about discussion boards. I want you to access the discussion boards here instead of on the toolbar, because I want you to read the instructions ahead of time and then go to the discussion board. So you'll have these lessons and instructions, and it'll pop up and it'll give you instructions and it'll talk to you about everything I want you to know for the week. and then you'll go ahead and start completing the assignments and the discussions that are listed underneath. So you can basically go through this one thing at a time and just go down the list to complete the assignments, but you do need to follow the instructions first. So here you'll see these are reading materials, and sometimes you'll have links that you need to click on to read, or there'll be radio broadcasts that you need to go through. And so everything you need for your learning materials, readings, my instructions, and anything else I think you need to complete the assignments will be listed here. And just to go back, again, that is through your week or your unit lessons and instructions. I also add the discussion board here because I want you to be helping your classmates out. As I talked about in the online communication chart, this is the place where you can get help from classmates. Again, I'm not online 24/7. And so this is the fastest way, because multiple people will be checking this all the time, to get help for technical issues. If you have questions about how to complete assignments, or you tried doing this and it didn't work, did anybody get it to work? So this is a place where you can get help from your peers, and I will also be online every once in a while checking this help discussion board, but it's mostly for you to be able to help each other. And as far as getting credit for this will count towards your participation grade. So the more you participate and help people out on the discussion board, the smoother class is going to run, and the more points you're going to earn for your participation grade. So to do this, you'll create a message, you'll type in your question here, and then you'll talk more about what you need help on, and type your questions for people to answer. I'm going to go ahead and log out of here. Okay. So I linked the discussion board to these pages. You'll also notice here this My Community thing, whether this is for English 111 or you're on 203. This will be if you have a discussion board that you need to participate on for the week. You'll enter it here, and according to the lessons and instructions, you'll submit your posting. So everything that you need to complete assignments for the week should be in the unit folder. And again, just to double check, your unit folders are available on the course content page. Okay, so go ahead and get started for your first week, and you will be seeing more of these screencast and Blackboard videos as we start using more intricate technology for assignments. All right, I'll see you soon, and good luck with your assignments. Bye.